When my shift happened a few days ago, I was on my way home from acupuncture, which primarily addresses that I have chronic pain because of endometriosis and a slight dyspraxia in the hands, which expresses kind of as an unexpected or random clumsiness sometimes. And usually our sessions are, the needles are placed on the top, the front of my body. And a few days ago, for the first time, we addressed the back because I have a point under my right shoulder blade that, since I can remember, tingles occasionally, sometimes to the point of really being uncomfortable. And my acupuncturist, who was also really important in this journey for me, she has great intuition, and she says this point is called the innermost of the inner. And since the shift, I've also been feeling a lot of energy there. I really felt it when a few days to a day after the shift, I really unlocked some emotional baggage. I really felt that release in the point in my back. And so I was walking back from the appointment. The weather was nice, so I decided to walk more of the route, parts of the route I could also have subwayed. And as I got out, the sun was shining. I walked, and I kind of felt like everything was animated, like 2D animation, like it kept this, oh, this is everything, oh, this is everything. And it reminded me of something Angelo says in one of his guided meditations about reset, like the whole universe is just resetting in every moment. And that started to happen. And I didn't know right away that this was the shift. It was just happening. And then I asked my roommate if he wanted to come and sit by the water with me, which he did, so we walked there. And by the water, I just saw everything for the first time. Everything in its exquisite beauty, without judgment, not even saying that that beauty is nice matters. And the people walking along the canal that were talking behind us, their chattering felt exactly the same as the wind on my face. And the glittering in the water was an endless well of detail and impermanence with ducklings, beer bottles floating in the water, the movement of the trees, and all of it gave me that sense of magic that you get from animation. The reason two-dimensional animation can do things that live action can't. Because we have in live action reality and stuff the physical restrictions of the universe as we know it, as in the laws of physics is what I'm talking about. And that means that certain things we just can't depict real action style. And in animation, it's just a completely different world where there are things we can't depict in animation, certain types of detail, just because it has to be stylized, that are lacking in animation. But there are no laws of physics. To make something move, there's no gravity, there's no weight. There's a whole other spectrum and scope of possibility there. And that's why there's that magic in beautiful animation, why people love it so much, because it takes you away and it transmits from a place other than the reality you usually receive from. And what I was feeling was that type of magic, but with real-time reality. That type of newness, that type of specific specialness. The different laws in animation make you surprisable in a way, because stuff can happen that you're not likely to be used to in a way. And that's how I felt about actual reality, like a complete clean slateness of every moment, and no preference at all for anything, because everything is so obviously suffused with that magic. And at that point, sitting by the water, talking to my roommate, having all these impressions happen. About an hour after I had started walking home, I began to understand, this is the shift. This is the permanent change. And this is not fragile. I'm not trying to do anything. I didn't try to get this. I'm not dependent on anything to maintain it. I'm just not trying.